Yeah,
look at it
gonna be so mad, guys. That was like the whole segment. You can't go saying that before the first round's finished.
No, but
you know,
guys
I'm
hear
just
that this is
recapping.
Fnatic's first time on this map as well,
really?
so that's
I
actually
didn't hear
super
that
exciting.
anyway.
No, I don't think you did, just in case.
Wait, did you say this is the first time Fnatic have played this map?
The first time.
Hugo, that's such insightful information.
I know.
Well,
That's
I think that would have been brought up
that's
earlier
what I'm
on.
here for.
This is what
check
Calix
this
is
out.
here for. And knocking on the door for one. Okay, nearly two. The Julie's definitely connecting. Sketchy for Zantara's bomb is down. Things are awkward for the remaining two. Or even just one.
Yeah, just old mate Crim's left up in the 1v3. And he's got a ways to go. These dualies on Emo kind of tore through the attempted site take. I don't know how Crims is going to win this one, Alex.
He's not.
I can't quite visualize it yet. But we know with Counter-Strike, right?
Anything can happen. And it is Crims. Hugo, how does Crims win this?
We've got to manifest it, guys. We've got to put all of our brains
well,
together.
Then let's start manifesting, shall we?
The key is you don't imagine it happening. You realize it has happened.
Okay.
And it is happening, and it will happen.
Have you ever seen Crims win the opening round of a Pro League like this before, Alex?
I haven't, especially not on Anubis, because it's the first time they've played it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually.
Well, he's going to check this corner. That's a good start, but it's also a strong finish. And the Turks get loud over there on the other side of the room. They are very ready for this map. We heard from Major before saying, I don't know why they left it open, but we'll take it every day of the week.
Well, and we've seen the geeky stuff that Madja's already cooked up, and the number of maps they've played, never mind just their Anubis stats, but just total CS maps from their February. We brought it up on the desk. It's definitely a team that are in the flow state at this point. You really can't be. You can't not be when you've played so much together over a short period of time.
32 maps in a week, and 22 of them won. It's not too bad.
It's pretty solid.
No, those are good numbers.
If that was going to be your face it grind stats, you'd have bit my arm off for it.
Dude, I would kill for going like
Wait,
20.
29 average?
Yeah.
I'm dodging, man.
Dude.
I'm dodging. That's not happening.
This is the purest second round we've seen from Fnatic's Anubis. In fact, it's the first time we've seen them eco on Anubis.
Yeah, that's true. They've actually never lost this map before.
They haven't. 100%. Well, actually, no, they haven't.
100% non-loss rate.
Yeah.
We love that for them.
Not flash setup is nice, though, because X-Cloud can drop his smoke and farm. He can't drop his smoke. He switched off it, but he will run away. The molly's down. They run right through it. X-Cloud pays the price, and the rifles come in to finish the job. No bomb plant today, boys. Back to the drawing board. Somehow Mezzi's crept his way inside the site, but I think they know.
Yeah, definitely Zantara issue. Ooh. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Clears it out. Problem solved. No bomb plant. Nothing
Now,
much to celebrate.
this one for Crims, I think this is the one where I know he has already won it.
Right.
So this round is over. He's picked it up, and Eternal Fire go 2-0. So we'll maybe next time. Third time's a charm, they say.
Yeah, eventually, if we do it in every 1vx, you know, surely one will come through. You know, that was the full eco from Fnatic, in case you weren't watching, Hugo.
For audio-only listeners.
Yeah, that was.
I'm visual only, actually.
That was a full eco from Fnatic, and so now they're going to be coming through with the guns. But I think they kind of need to show a bit of face early here. I think the fact that, you know, as Madja was saying, and as the desk were alluding to, the fact that they left Anubis open, either they have something prepped, they have some tricks up their sleeve, or it's a bit of a blunder. So let's find out.
Well, the fact that they've even gone for the T-side pick, it's finally emerging for a few teams in a few maps, like Inferno as well, and definitely on Anubis, because right now it is a new map. Right. So a lot of teams are getting a lot of good T-sides. But the fact that you would want to start on your first map on T-side shows that, yeah, we have things in store. There's no doubt about it for Fnatic.
It's a bit odd to see Crims going for that one there, considering Roy's got such a cavern of space in middle. He's very early there, hasn't really been spotted, crawled up. Of course, it's acknowledged. But you see Crims taking that fight, does go down, and still the man advantage for Eternal Firebomb to be scooped up by the Dutchman. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't know if Roy's going to be really wanting to go for a solo adventure. He is going to show presents or pheasants.
Yeah.
I don't know how
the birds.
Showing pheasants over in mid.
They are everywhere in the UK, aren't they? You see a pheasant just driving down the country lane.
What one does a pheasant look like again?
They're like super stupid but quite pretty birds.
Okay.
Like peacocks.
Pheasant. I like that.
Oh!
Yeah, you never seen
I
one of
have
them
seen
before?
pheasants.
Yeah, they're just always like on the side of the road.
That was the only way in.
They've counted their pheasants before they've hatched, trying to have Roy come through mid. And now... Oh, hello!
Oh, that's going to be an unpheasant for Madja.
The Zantares looking to lay down the pain. He's going to give them a cockatoo from heaven.
Oh my God, Mezzi's actually done it. He's got him back in. There is a world where Xantares can isolate these duels. Mezzi just has to stay static.
Blimey!
That is quite a turnaround. Coming into that site, what, 2v4?
Yes.
Mezzi and Fasha wrap it up, put a bow on it, and put it under the tree.
Fasha, who had a very underwhelming Katowice performance, and fnatic fell as well, he has looked solid in every map they've played here so far at Pro League, so definitely the right time for a recovery, and great shooting from Mezzi as well. Coming in and winning 2 separate 2v2s and reading the flank. Could not have done it better for fnatic, and look what it's done to the money.
What's it done to the, was it pronounced money? Was that, what's it done to that?
I don't know, you are mad money.
Oh, they're on an
Harry.
eco,
Yeah,
dude.
there it
Nice.
is.
All right, so there's the comment. Emor, he's got himself a little 5/7 armor. And I have a good bit of faith in Emor in rounds like this. Also, mid push. Hello.
A lot of faith in this one from Roy. No, DOS, Trace. We'll be back at the desk. Lovely find, though, onto Xantares.
Oh, Crimmy boy, they're coming for you. You're full blinded yourself. But he's got the support, so it's okay. He doesn't need it. 2 more for Crims.
They do say
level it up.
no harm, no foul.
There's another
bird-related
bird.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is what we should be doing with it. With these collaborative minds, we should just be being as obnoxiously punny as possible. Actually, no, apparently not. Apparently not. Play-by-play is redundant these days. I was reading a comment today.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Play-by-play is irrelevant because, you know, everyone's watching. You know, back in the day, you know, we had to say what they couldn't see. But there's no point. It should just all be color commentators.
Oh, that would be sick,
Yeah.
actually.
We serve no purpose anymore. You can just watch the game.
Yeah.
All right, this is a solo cast now. You guys can go
it's
home.
like-
This is all me.
See you later, Hugo.
Lol,
you.
just open your eyes, bro.
Yeah,
like,
just watch
you
it.
can
It's
see he
there.
got the 3K.
Why would he talk? Why would he say gets 3 when I can see it?
Shut up, casters.
Sorry, yeah. Casters,
Go on,
stop
Hugo.
talk. No, well, you have to let the game play. He'll just do the
Yeah,
analysis.
yeah. I'm not talking over
Because
this.
we can all see it. We
Yeah.
can all
Okay.
see
You
it,
know
so
what's
we don't have to
happening.
hype it up.
Let's try it then.
Okay.
See, in this round that we just watched, Crims actually got a kill onto Major, who did push. See, color commentary is just play-by-play, but in the future,
yeah.
I'm talking about the past. That's
Yes.
what did happen in the round. That happened in the round,
That's good.
but maybe we
So
should
I can
end
see
this
that.
bit.
I can see that.
Yeah,
that's
it
true,
ended up
true.
being a
Maybe I
really
should
long
delay it.
round, so it's a long
Yeah,
bit, isn't
yeah,
it? Right,
this bit
Roy?
isn't worth it.
He's influenced the rotations with that kill there, and now xCloud. Well, the B site has fallen, and that's good for fnatic because they need the site, what with being on the T side. So they're going to move in and get that bomb down.
Astute observation, Harry.
Yeah.
Apart from, you did say the B site has
He did.
fallen.
Yeah, I
And it
meant
was
it.
the
You
A
know,
site.
you can't
So
get it
not
all
that
right.
astute.
You can't get it all right in the heat of the moment, right? Like,
Play-by-play casters, man.
Yeah, oh, this was so exciting. I mean, Magic getting very aggressive on that one, as we could all see.
Fnatic doing some very scrimmy, you know, walk through A main, not even running, just sneaking through A main and getting entries with no utility right now. Tunnel Fire going to need to watch out on their A setup. We saw some flash setups earlier, even with some missed nades, but they need to be very careful. Fnatic are going to keep doing this dry. Emor's a dead man. Sorry, buddy. But you're gone. Nothing survives. No AWP.
It's no
And
fun.
all 5 for Fnatic.
No fun to be had. And we can actually hear a little bit of the Fnatic combo. I think they're aware that there could be an anti-eco, or it will just be on that lighter buy. Looks like we're going to get some deegs out. But yeah, I mean, we talked about the T sides, and we saw it even yesterday in the game I was casting, how you can go, even into the double digits and then have a very competitive second half. It is just a question of, obviously, Eternal Fire taking those initial 2 off the back of that pistol and its conversion. They're already halfway there. 4, 5, maybe even a 6 could be nice. Calix, well, that's his chance. It's sailed by. I do love this blend of players now for Fnatic. Good to see them not only at the Tier 1 tournaments again, one of the only 5 organizations we've seen that have attended every Pro League.
Yeah.
And won it the most times, along with Astralis at 3 wins over the years.
Oh, hang on. This has gotten a little bit weird. The Pistols are actually getting it done. Kills through the smoke. Magic went running on through that smoke down over towards Ivy and then wrapped the jail and shot them in the back. Oh dear, Fnatic. This is not how this round was supposed to go. This was a bunch of USPs, a collection of upgraded pistols, but a very lowly investment for Eternal Fire. And look at where the bomb is. That's very problematic. I imagine that was the best chance you're going to have at someone giving you a peek. At this point, Eternal Fire can just tuck and play off the contact of either these Dark players, the guy at Ivy, or the back sight man.
These are the rounds Crims handles, though. I mean, he's just been in here for so many years. He can take this. He knows you've got no armor. He knows he just has to be first to the punch.
Took a shot.
Ouch. Oh, jeez. What a finish. Calyx with 3. Santara's with a Scorcher. And that is 3-3. We were just talking about how valuable CT rounds are. With what? A collection of pistols. They collect a third. Outrageous. And some weapons for free. Is that Immor just hoovering up that AWP as well? Nikodos is now contributing to the damage in the following round. This is the frag we may have missed. Madja with a love tap of sorts.
Honestly, this one, that was dirt.
Oh, and there's Nikodos just losing his marbles. Oh, well, that's definitely going to change the entire state of play. Things are about to get really different and probably a little slower. I can see...
You're kind of just locked out behind this smoke right now. Fnatic having to take this one pretty slow, but there is one player getting a little more involved, and that's Crims down here. He's walked up through the canals. He's ready to move into Dark. Calyx is there waiting with the molly, so hoping to trade that with Util. Roy has been good at finding this mid space, and Match has done well to trade that back into a 4v4. At least keeps a bit of a ring on mid. Nikodos, that's a tag, somehow just clips Matcha through the edge of the wall in mid. And you can see that Calyx has actually lobbed in this lower Dark Util in the meantime. That kind of makes life a little harder for Crims, and he's no longer super interested in this. He walked back towards main. Oh, he's actually set himself up with the smoke. So this B-split still coming through. And at this moment, long aggro for Eternal Fire might end up digging their grave over here towards B.
Calyx gets out, though. That's big enough. And he's even got more util to slow down this push. Fnatic are on the clock. 25 seconds as they need to get into this bomb site. And they have one smoke to do it. Out it goes, and it misses. So that has not helped their chances.
Yeah, this could be a good Molotov. Fash has placed it well. Right on the money. Nikodos converts. It should lead to a plant. They have to get past Madja, but with 19 HP, Fasha does not get across safely.
The bomb did.
Scrambling to pick it up. Nikodos needs to be punching in the numbers wide from Crims. Bomb down and a little bit of sweat off the brow. It's aggressive from Madja. And he's managed to bring a frag in. Eternal Fire close. It's Madja's turn for the triple. And they have managed to really right the ship.
Oh, I love the screaming as well, right? Obviously, all players in the same room. Everyone can hear this. You know, they're trying to get in Fnatic's head, and this is a team that has, you know, had a lot of reasons to be hyped, right? We've obviously talked about all this run through the RMR, through CCT, all the games they've been playing. They've definitely got the camaraderie there, which I think is hilarious considering the 2022 they had. You know, at one point, maybe I'll go over it during an eco or something. Some of the cuts and signs that this team went through, you know, dropping X-Floud twice, bringing him back in. Same for Calyx, adding Madja, removing him, adding him back. I mean, this team was all over the place, and there were really no results to be happy about. But now we have them here at Pro League, already showing up against G2 in that opening game, and you know, now trying to rock Fnatic's boat as well.
It was really cool to hear the interview Freya gave with Madja, and just getting to hear him talk about how he'd watched the Nuke G2 demos and kind of worked it out, because we were watching it, casting it. It was just like G2 walking into their crosshairs for an entire half, and it was this idea of taking space and then expecting the reaggress. He'd kind of solved it, or at least obviously it's not that cut and dry, but it definitely, it's nice. It's testament to his read on the game and how even now he still can keep his finger on the pulse of how modern Counter-Strike is played at the highest level.
They took G2 close on Nuke, closer than almost any team has been able to do on that map, on that win streak that G2 have.
Hyper-aggression, and it's led to a frag. Crims, he's only just got there and now cut down to size on Canals. Immor can't afford to miss that, and there's more where that came from. Roy has at least gotten into the B site. And, oh, Mezzy and Maja meet for a fight. Top of long, bomb to be planted, 3-on-3.
Yeah, xFlower does have a pretty nice bit of ground here, and Xantares has created even more room by removing the jail player. Now, Roy, all the way through spawn, and Mezzy's even holding for this wrap round through his own spawn. So they find a way back into the 2v2. I can't believe that if I'm Calix, I'm raging. Why is Mezzy holding that?
No doubt.
Roy, all the way through Temple. They're on the bomb right now. They're in position to tap it and try and force these fights, but with Mezzy pouncing early and Xantares never getting out of dark, it ends up being a round that goes the way of fnatic. They even try to chase down that last man, and they will get him. Yeah, I just wanted to say as well, you talked about Eternal Fire on Nuke and how hard they were able to push G2. The only team who's been able to do that well versus G2 on Nuke in recent memory is FaZe Clan. They outdid the likes of Heroic, who managed to get 12 rounds versus them, and Na'Vi, who got 10. So that's a pretty impressive and exclusive club, and it's also the most T-side rounds anyone's put up versus G2 on that map.
Damn, yeah, they did let it go on that their defense. I mean, that's what he acknowledged as well. And there's about to be early friction here. Immor with an AWP. And Fasher, he's... Oh! Never mind. There was so much threat, and now it's all gone. And Xantares trying to get the sticky fingers on the AWP. Nah.
All right.
You got nothing. One's great. Bomb's out in A.
He's trapped.
Oh, he's made the right call.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. They heard a footstep, but that's not seeming like the full intention. fnatic have just hit the slow down button, right? They're like, okay, we know that AWP's in play. We saw it over towards mid. They're going to throw out a bit of a feeler with Roy creeping into this B side of the map. And based on the control he gets, I imagine that's going to influence how the round plays out. But Calix could disrupt this whole damn game plan.
He's definitely got a little bit of sellotape on his W key.
Nothing worse than this. Pushing B, and then they find the alternative route to the site. Roy, in back-to-back rounds, has found cheeky lurk timings through the opposing team's spawn, and he's cleared out all of B. fnatic, red carpet, rolled out, they've taken it, and Roy has now swapped sides of middle past the angle that xFlower's holding. Eternal Fire could not be more in the dark than they are right now, and the penny drops as they realize off the plant they're going to walk into Crim's holding.
They might even...
Good check. But it's still going to be the round. There's nothing Eternal Fire can do about it.
Yeah, Calix is going to go and try and hoover up that rifle and see if they can maintain it for the next. It was just a singular AWP and the pistols around it. But a competitive half, definitely. 4 already in the bank for the CT coffers. And on a light buy, they do keep a little bit of a tab on fnatic, not finding that ideal third frag.
You know, I think one thing that's good for fnatic to leave this map open, obviously presuming if Eternal Fire would have picked it, is Eternal Fire, one of the teams that played this map more than anyone since it's been added. It's their most played map in the last 3 months, 13 games logged, you know, varying degrees of success, a lot of close games, a lot of different tier of opponents, and in terms of being able to prep, if you're fnatic here, you'll have a lot to look at, and a lot of work, I'm sure, has been done. Keto on your screens now, the coach of fnatic, someone who's credited a lot with the prep that comes in for this team and the demo watching. So I'm sure that's something that that we expected from fnatic. Even when he's back in complexity alongside Blame F, that was the narrative. It was Blame F, it was Keita, and they would often get a lot done in demo reviews. Well, they've got plenty of options here up against Eternal Fire. And fnatic is showing to be pretty fluid on this map so far.
Oh, a bit of aggression over towards B, and the timing on this is quite nice for Eternal Fire, right? They're about to discover that no one's leaning over towards B. That might free up a player to look to rotate back around over here towards mid or A, or alternatively, they can have Calix commit to this push again, and it looks like that's going to be the decision. Now, depending how fast he is, he might actually find... Oh, he runs it. Yeah. That is ballsy. I guess that's like the paranoia from the last round. Oh, man! Well... B's free, says Roy. He's given with the double. He's opened it up again. This time, it's not a weird timing. He just nails both opportunities that he gets. And Eternal Fire have already just kind of bunkered down over on that A side of the map. They're saving here.
3 rounds in a row, and it's all Roy, really. Bit of alliteration.
He ain't going back to the carpet store, man. No. I'll tell you that much.
You did not work at a carpet store, did
no.
you? Oh, I missed the meme.
No, it's a good reference. It's a.
I know you kill a joke when you have to explain it. So
No,
I'll let you
that's
have
the
it.
thing.
I'll let you have it. I'll let you
Okay.
have it.
It's a good one.
Yeah, there's definitely.
Someone will get out there. Yeah, damn good rounds of Fnatic. I mean, they've kept.
Dude, right, sorry.
ahead.
Let's talk
fine.
let's talk about the Calyx run. Is that
No.
like trauma
Paranoia,
from how the last
yeah.
round he misses the
Oh, that's
timing?
fair.
And so this time he's like, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring the heat. I've got all this space. They're not playing here. Normally there's someone kind of holding it from like spawn area, so I'm gonna go fast.
It's you thinking it's the A play, but it's also your team have eyes on mid, and because Roy is tucked in that little corner, he's in the one
Yeah.
position. They're like, mid's clear. Calyx cleared B. He knows B's clear, but it's the one position Roy can be in that no one can see him, and so Calyx thinks, oh, he's not going to be here. I can run now, and Roy is very quick to turn around and take two with him.
Dude, the thing that's like even more impressive about that shot as well is like not only is Emo just posted on him with the AWP, like ready to hold for that exact swing, but if you look, like Roy is to look in a pretty wide area as he comes out from long. He has to be ready for a multitude of angles there. There's ways that you can play it up on the back ledge and like peek over the ruins. And so like his crosshair was offset anyway. He had to actually like put in a little bit of work to find that like millisecond frag, and he nailed it. So a well-deserved round for Fnatic, one where Eternal Fire, they tried to get that aggression going again, this time a little more blasé in the approach, and it come back to haunt them, didn't it?
Yeah, no doubt about it. It doesn't look like Calyx and Immo are going to be trying anything aggressive off the bat. Perhaps going to be just curbing their enthusiasm a little.
Yeah, nothing wrong with making mid-round moves, but off of the spawn, Fnatic have been very patient. Great nades. What a dunk.
Yeah, that was lovely. Triple, right on the money. Xantares doesn't get to play the game.
See, that is, again, that's demo watching right there. You know the angle that Xantares is starting. He puts that smoke down. He's going to crouch close to the doors. They all lined up for the exact same position. That is preparation for Fnatic.
And look what it does to them. You know, we talk about mid being such an instrumental part of the map. Now you're so paranoid. B's getting nervous. A's getting nervous looking at Akon. It's one dude. Xfloud is the one to have to do it all. Nades and flashes. Barrage towards him. He's got to get back to the side. Gets himself a frag.
Bit much.
Yeah,
Was
that's
the
a lot.
bomb as well. Oh, hang on a moment. Emo with a kill. Xfloud still putting up numbers. He's done all he had to in this round.
Hold your horses, Harry.
There's two HEs. Crims is low.
Bomb will be planted, and yeah, Crims is going to get it down despite the low HP. The nades don't find him yet. Being the operative word. Safe from the flash, hard to spot, over the smoke, bait with the AWP, and old Crims! Oh, he's let that one slip. Not an ideal plant. He's vulnerable to heaven right now. He's just hoping and praying. They both partner up now, considering it. First shot, he needs to isolate these duels. One can hold, one can smoke. That's even worse. He's going to have a grey screen coming out, trying to call their bluff and take a pot shot.
Nice try.
Dude,
Thanks, man. That was a wide open, uncovered cough.
Hands are busy, man.
I mean,
Gotta hold that
respect,
defuse.
I guess. Yeah.
Gotta hold that defuse, you know?
Yeah, well, you need two hands to hold that one button. That's true.
Don't want to let go. We've seen it. We've seen it happen before.
Yeah, the phase, what was it? The phase fist bump. That's one of my favorite ones.
I always think about the
Where rain is strafing down from heaven.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Bum, bum, bum.
Pretty sure it happened to Crystal. Was it Crystal?
alternate attacks?
at some German man back in the day, years ago. They lost the game because of it. They were 15, 13, 15 something.
I think it was 15-14 for like overtime.
And then went to overtime. They lost it. It's like the Summit moment. You know?
Yeah.
We all remember that.
Well, was that the one you were referencing at DreamHack where some dude like stood up?
No, DreamHack is the one with FNS.
Yeah.
I think Kuster. Yeah.
And he just stood up and stopped defusing, and they had to replay Lost in OT.
Oh, yeah, because they let the guy without the kit get on the bomb, and it was all like...
Like we're playing the winning anthem.
And then we cut back to the game like, wait, they messed it up.
Revenge found early. Xantares is alive. And kicking.
I love that for him.
Oh, and he even gets out. Dodges that little spam through the smoke, lives to tell the tale. Mid still owned by Eternal Fire. And that's great, man, because Fnatic have been very, very keen on taking mid. There's a lot that you can do from this middle position. It gives you the fast timing in towards canals for like a B split. You very, very harshly manipulate the rotates. All that's available is the super long rotation back through spawn and beach that Madge is taking right now. But this takes a long time. It leaves you out of the action, right? You're not doing anything when you're all the way back at the beach having to come in on this super lengthy rotate.
Yeah,
This fake is so
sipping
nice.
on a Caparinia. There's 38 seconds left for this one. Smoke down on Dark. Madge finished his holiday. Back on A. And it is just, I mean, this, as a product of what you just discussed, Harry, we are about to see 2 CTs isolated on that B site.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly that, right? The mid control causing problems. You can see this lengthy rotates being embarked upon by xFloud right now. And actually, Xantares just ran through mid, not caring, and no one was facing him. So this B split has not come together nicely. Fnatic just don't have the time to win this round. They were expecting a lot more to go their way there. We actually had the mid player drop. Madge, oh, buddy.
After time?
Buddy. He's going to try and
no.
take the AWP out. Decides against it. The dink comes in.
We're going to see, I hope we're going to see that execute again for Fnatic, because that was a fake round, but I feel like it was part of conditioning. Crims had a really cool smoke where he was at Rugs, and he threw it over mid into Temple side in middle to cut off a B rotation. Then he threw a con molly into A con from a similar position from outside of A, and that was meant to make it look like an A attack with a mid split coming through A con. And Eternal Fire, what they did is they had to shrink on A site and play Heaven, Cake, Pillar. They couldn't play anywhere else. They had to commit to A. That's when they only had 2B. But then Fnatic went all the way around the world and went B. I feel like they took too long to end B. Eternal Fire, despite only having 2 players there, used their util very well to slow it down. But I want to see if that's like a conditioning setup for Fnatic to later throw that same util, and as they've been getting Roy in middle, send him in on that mid split and actually hit A, because it's been pretty good for them.
There's evidence of good ideas already from Fnatic, right? First look at their Anubis, in case you didn't know. But what's interesting to me is that Eternal Fire are in a position. So I'm very facetious today. I don't know. I woke up on the facetious side of the bed.
This is a cocky little trio. I like it.
But just to be facetious, what side of the bed is that? Right or left?
I exit out the foot of the bed.
Oh, I
do like a forward roll.
Through the bottom.
He's in a single, so you know it's both sides. It doesn't really matter.
They're all the same. And so is this, actually. We've seen this before. An opening kill for Fnatic, but very compromised in the buy department. Just those 2 saved rifles. Nikodos obviously very lucky to be bringing that all through after the dink on the hunt.
Someone should get to Mezzi, because he has a gun at his feet, and he's only got 2 rifles in this round, so it'd be nice to see someone sneak their way over there and get armed. Fash has got armor, but no, nothing. A howl left on the ground, unused. Call it Rushley's, because, my God.
He never uses it.
No, just equip it.
And doesn't trade it to anyone.
No.
Yeah, I can't believe he has a howl and just doesn't. That's gross, right? Emo.
Mid.
Here we are. Get out, Ron. Get out with your cold takes.
No, he was just commentating.
Oh, okay. Because they're going mid.
Fine, Rush. You want to talk? You want to commentate? Take this round.
It looks like Nikodos here is creeping in Xantares with a dirty angle, but Nikodos takes him down. Activating Mezzi now. Madge in a lot of trouble on the site here. Oh, the spray doesn't look good. Dancing around Cake, and now he's been taken down. But Fasher, he's got the bomb. He might get taught. Fasher, he hears these players. He's in a risky spot now. Mezzi to save. What a shot! And now Calyx gets peeked from the top, and the round is done.
He can do both at the same time.
Yeah, that is insane.
So
like,
impressive.
Rush is the one that makes me most nervous for our job, because there's a world where you just hire him to observe.
You can cut some real costs.
I mean, you've all been, rising through the casting scene. We've all at one point had to observe and cast. We know how bloody impossible that is.
I've done production and observing and casting at the same time. They gave us XSplit. I mean, not a flex, but not my best work either. But 3 for 1.
Doing the lower thirds as you slide your chair back into frame.
I know, Hugo. I remember last season's Pro League quite fondly.
Oh, dear. I'll be in 2 places at once. Luckily, everyone here in Malta now. The vibes are nice. The vibes are very nice. They're only going to get better. Not for Emo, though. Smoke, Molly, and bullets. It's a deadly combo. And again, I could just dry walking.
Arguably, he's kryptonite, right?
Yeah, I'd rather have just the first 2.
If I could choose.
Well, it's Friday after all.
It's Friday, my dudes. Cake gets hot, burnt. And now Madge is next on the naughty list. Earthquake spank, problem solved. 8 for fnatic. So they've definitely kind of recovered this half. We were talking about aiming for 6 on those CT side. Eternal Fire are going to be very happy with this. I reckon if they could especially muster one more to close, keeping it conservative for that final 15th of their defensive half. What's the difference between being facetious and sarcastic? I couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
Because I mean, I
guess
kind of know how to use it, but I don't actually know how they would. Ooh, good spelling.
Because it's like
treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humor. So I was actually not.
You're being
I was
very clearly, facetious is clear in my head. Like,
and flippant. Flippant is an interesting one as well. Not showing a serious.
How do you
or respect.
define sarcasm?
Sarcasm, I guess, would be
like almost irony.
The use of irony to mock or convey contempt.
Yeah, mock. That's a good one.
Mm.
So what one were you being out of those three?
I was probably being sarcastic.
Okay, right. There we go.
And then you want to keep playing that game, envy and jealousy.
This is a good one. We had this over dinner the other night.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. In fact, we'll do it into the break. You guys can tell us what you think the differences are, as Zantares is going aggressive with his partner in crime. Imor and Zantares across, Flash implies, and Calix on the jiggle. Crims can probably safely call 2, if not 3B, with Fash's information from that long push. Ouch. Yeah, that's the end of that. Nikodos' journey into dark is cut short. Floor laden with flame. Crims catching nades. Bomb loose towards the canals as Mezzy is having a poke and a prod.
He's been getting a lot of A entries, but this position for xFloud is dirty. There's no way you're looking here. Oh, he forces it though. Thank God he still wins it. Eternal Fire need this round at the end of the half.
Yeah, it gets a bit awkward now for fnatic, right? Because they've kind of, they felt out both sides of the map and they've come up short on either side of the equation.
Nice.
That's clean.
That will keep the feet planted, and this is his chance. Oh, Roy lost a lot of health in that exchange, but it comes up trumps. All xFloud's got to do is hold this side against 3.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough one. They're moving his way out through mid. Fasher with the turn, but he can't hold on to it. So the advantage is with Eternal Fire. Crims still staring down the mid man, but eventually going to have to try and plant this bomb.
Okay, Imor didn't give him the fight he was looking for, and problems now was 22 and counting. Crims, understandably, wanted to clear these angles, but they're being very patient with him. Calix crawling all this time that he's elapsing is leading to an almost impossible 1v2.
They're doubting it, but he did not have the time to go for this play.
9,
and now he's looking for the kill.
Dude.
He's not going to get it. He's going to be dead off the pond. Calix is here.
Dead man.
Bye.
Sorted. 8-7, a 7th in the bank. This is looking good for Eternal Fire, picking up Anubis and trying to take the series the distance. We'll find out as we return after the break.
I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason, just wanna feel better. Hate my reflection, when I look at you all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason, just hope I feel better. Don't know the reason, just hope I feel better. I just hope I feel better.
Squad, you the op. Drip on wall, paid, feeling like the greats. Appetite jumping, and you looking like a plate. Team on 3, no fail when we break.
Zai who?
Zai Woo!
The best in the game.
I love
Harry.
that.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hype
What a
as
line,
hell, man.
That's one of those moments I don't think anyone's going to forget.
No,
right?
yeah.
Oh, we should do the names. He's Harry. That's Hugo.
Hi. And you're Henry,
And I'm,
right?
yes, Machini TV.
Machini TV.
You can call
In
me.
his, you know, Tiger. Was it a Tiger top?
I did have a tiger team.
Yeah, bro,
I was always
I
trying to make
missed
a
that.
statement, okay? It was.
I missed that, man.
Yeah, good find. Very happy with that. I really wore it to death. You know those shirts that you keep putting on?
Yeah,
and just,
and then
I shouldn't.
after a while, especially when it's something so pronounced as a
Yeah.
t-shirt with a tiger
It's
on
like, oh,
it,
it's that tiger guy again. Like, they must have thought I had an unhealthy obsession with the animal. And, well, an unhealthy obsession with middle, because poor Nikodos and Mezzi, they are going to have to go forward to get out of trouble. Calyx, good for it. One from Nikodos, needs another. Multiple fronts. And a nasty end. Fasher quick on the flank. Madja might be good for the fight. And we do have a 3-on-3 established.
No kit.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be a little rough for Fnatic. A lot weighted on this first fight with Crims. Ooh, hello! And Emor doesn't want to offer himself up, so he's going to drop into the site.
Could do more with this. It's Roy, unaware, completely, perfectly timed. Didn't see him on the jump. Madja wins his duel on main, and now Crims, yeah, doesn't have the time. Needs 2 quick headshots, one on him, or inevitable. Ah, he lied. Imor's clean with it, looking real nice, and that is double pistols for the Turkish squad.
Damn.
Yeah, you absolutely love that, man. Eternal Fire, that looked really, really pretty in the 3v3. They played it so well. Like, even though Crims wins that must-win fight over towards Heaven, for a moment, Fnatic are actually sat with the man advantage. There's a lot of ways that can go wrong very, very quickly, especially when you kind of elected not to trade that Heaven kill. You wanted to play the 2v3 out. But every single fight that comes their way past that point, they look super clean in. And, you know, you can see the experience of Eternal Fire on this map kind of raining out in that pistol round right there.
Oh, no, more enhanced pistol round
Oh.
for our second. And
Yeah.
there's the Madja util.
He's already thrown 6 smokes, I think.
The tutorial's out.
Hey, what else you got for us?
It's a team Molotov he's peeking behind.
It's the last thing they expect. Luckily smoked out by his enemy.
I think Xantares knows he's likely locked him in there, but Roy is safe, so long as he doesn't move a muscle.
Yeah. Can't believe he can hide there. Still Fnatic through the same smoke, so Crims has stolen them right back. We see who found them first. But he won't let him in. They smoke both sides of Dark.
Yeah, and they've still got 2 smokes left, so unless Eternal Fire somehow fanny around for 45 seconds, they're just going to walk into A. This gamble from Fnatic's not going to be rewarded. I like this mid push. There is a world in which they're going to have very fast flank from the 2 of them, but no one on A to report this early sound, and therefore Fnatic going to be a little late to the party. Browning the corner just as Madja is safe. Fasher on the hunt.
Because of the sheer numbers here, I think you might give this a look in, right? You are quick on the flank, as you pointed out, but when you don't win that first fight there we go. There's the decision made. It was all based around how it went on that first engagement, and with Fnatic not finding anything, it just makes way more sense to have another go at this round with Pistol's armor in the next.
Anyone want to hazard a guess as to why Fnatic were gambling? Could it be a blind gamble, or was there something that Eternal Fire... I mean, they threw the dark smoke. You know, we saw Madja throw that. But yeah, the whole squad just kind of vacating the mid and A premises.
It's the idea of, especially in these second round forces, there's nothing worse than losing this and playing the full eco. And, you know, 2 players are probably not going to trade effectively against a nice execute on this map. So 5 players in one place. If they come at you, you win. If they don't come at you, look what you do. You save, you get another force buy. So basically, you just get back-to-back rounds.
Yeah, I also think on top of that, there's one thing that we've learned from watching Eternal Fire's like rise, and one thing that other like players have even said as well, and like guys on the desk, is that they have a lot of nice execs, right? And it's very, very common in that second round when you're up against the Pistols to just kind of have like a set piece call. So when they see that first, volley of util coming over towards B, they decide, let's just kind of gamble over towards there. And then that even links back into what you were saying of like those 2 pistols on A, probably not going to trade favorably, especially if you're getting mollied out of position, flashed, smoked. So they just play the gamble game.
A is such a hard site to stack. I feel like in this map, there's not actually that many positions considering where the mollies go. You're going to molly pillar or fountain. You're going to molly cake. You're going to molly bricks.
Unmollied, unflashed, and unbothered. Xantares just walks on up and takes it. Doesn't need any help.
Unleashed maybe, but Mezzi, well, he'll put a bow tie right back on Xantares' neck. Makes him the bellboy. and takes his luggage back to the B-bomb site where we've got this little boost up. I like this one.
Yeah, there's definitely a long laundry list of things you're clearing before you look in there. But around that 60-second mark, and yeah, fnatic's Deagles again find themselves hedging their bets towards the second letter of the alphabet. And Paul Mezzi, admittedly, was a bit of a master of his craft on that A site. On the T side, he's playing the slither gap here on main, but he knows Akon's on a timer. He's hearing mid-presence. He's seeing it unfold. This could be, I mean, we rarely see Temple to B. We Temple CT. It's wide open as it currently stands. We might get to see Maja poke his nose around.
This is so strange because they have Emor in A main, so you'd feel like they're waiting the smoke to actually go A. That's a fake out, I hope, because, yeah, you may as well make use of your lurk in this position. And back-to-back rounds, they find the gap. They find the site. There's undefended one man, and he hasn't got anything to do. It's 15 seconds, but that's enough for the stick. An Eternal Fire with a nice post-plant available. Thank you to Emor. We'll find double digits. And now fnatic, yeah, you can save because you've got armor, but ultimately it doesn't matter if you die in the hunt for guns.
What's brown and sticky?
Chocolate.
A stick.
Damn it.
There you go.
Chocolate is too, I guess. If it's
Yeah, you know, if this was one where you're allowed to kind of answer anything.
Yeah.
You know, like I think he.
Oh, Calix.
Oh, he's looking at the knife.
Hold his
bro.
knife
It's
out.
a pretty knife.
No,
I got to give him credit.
We should definitely do like a public service announcement about quick switch addiction.
That's true,
That's
yeah.
a good one.
Yeah, I'll write that down.
You write that down?
For 4
Yeah.
years now.
Yeah, exactly. I can't stop. My mum tells me I should.
You spend all this money on these skins, you may as well have a look at them sometime.
Oh.
But that was not the time. 10 rounds either which way, it's fine for Eternal Fire. They're in control.
They are. I mean, I think there's a lot of lessons learned over the course of this one, so long as it isn't, of course, a complete lockout. I highly doubt it is. And 3 members of Fnatic subscribing to the M4A4 hype train.
Good map for it, I think. Lots of spamming. You need big mags.
And Xantares has got a big nade lined up. Crims is safe. Oh.
MC got the angs.
Ooh, yeah.
See, I like these nades, but I prefer it even more when it's like coupled with the molly on Emor going into dark to actually like force Crims
that's
into
smart, yeah.
that more passive angle, right? Trying to think what team it was we saw do that a hell of a lot. I want to say it was Ents. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
This
it was
is
Ents.
Xantares trying his luck in mid, not anticipating the Nikados strafe out. First blood for Fnatic and aggression. Interesting to throw it into the mix when you have the advantage. Is Roy on his own? Yeah.
Although Nikados is coming in to join him to watch lower and running again, and now they know everything. They know he was running T-spawn to B, so that's full info for Fnatic. They can pad the B site. The orb goes back to reinforce, and lurking in spawn is Roy. He's going to find a bomb here as well. From bad to worse to in a hearse, Xflow dead, and Calix in a 1-on-5.
Writing that one down. And Sun as Calix with 5 to find and no hope in the world to do it.
Yeah, I love building up 1vx's, but this is one that will never happen. He doesn't have the bomb. For all he knows, they're all in spawn on the bomb. There's kind of no winning this one for Calix. He's in a battle of the minds.
I love how Fnatic are even playing for money. They're not even trying to hunt the kill. They're not trying to hold the bomb. They just want all their guns. They don't care if he saves. It makes no difference to them. They can Eternal Fire can buy up. Fnatic know it. Let's just keep 5 alive. Let's build our own money. Play the long game, eh?
Yeah, well, it may not be so long on Anubis, even though Fnatic have managed to post a full, clean CT round. We'll see how easy that is to replicate. For very even kill spread across the board, really. Only, what, 6 frags on Fnatic's side of things, and even less than that. 1, wait, math is hard, 2. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. The 11 really threw me off. It was 12 and 11.
You did the 15 minus 9 so quickly and concisely, but then you struggled with 12 minus 10.
Okay, listen up. That's fair. That's a fair call. I always second guess myself, and that's
I I get you, man. Like
That's
the moment you're
on
actually, I second guess everything I say up here. You wouldn't believe it sometimes with some of the
Some
things
you should second guess, Harry.
Right, Calix running in, and right into Nikados he goes.
No scope.
Go on.
He's waiting for more. He's waiting.
Oh,
that
the
flash is
nade!
brutal.
Come on.
Full blind, and Maja with the openers, with all the glory. This site belongs to Eternal Fire. Maja's planted the flag. Meanwhile, I think it was Xflow planted the bomb. There's the link in. So this is a done deal. Fnatic is saving. That was a really nice little kind of immediate A set piece, right? They had a nice volley of flashes. They used one, which is like kind of like a decoy flash, right? It's designed to get you to turn away. Then they threw a second flash kind of immediately after into the smoke so that it never is visible to Nikadoz on the platform. He's also a little disorientated from just having turned from a flashbang, and it completely wrecks everyone that was on that angle.
I love seeing teams do that on this map early in a half, getting those quick AXX in, because it really just it ruffles your jimmies. You know, you're going to be scared of it for the rest of the half every time you see a heaven smoke or a molly come onto bricks or con. So yeah, that's nice. It's something you mentioned this earlier, Harry, but Hooksy was even talking about it after that G2 game. Like, there's a really execute heavy team, and they found that much on Nuke as well, where Eternal Fire racked up 10 rounds and a comeback on T side of Nuke with all these set pieces into A, and how hard that can be to deal with. And you know, not every team plays like that. We see a lot of defaulting nowadays, but Eternal Fire find to throw everything at Fnatic in the opening 20 seconds, and it's forced a pause from the Fnatic boys as they want to make sure this rifle round is is won. If they lose it, they're going to go down 12-9. They'll be on eco, and this game can slip through their fingers very quickly. So a hyper important round, more so for Fnatic than anyone else.
Now, my Spanish isn't very good, but Madge's knife was interesting to me. It's called Victoria Siempre.
Yeah,
which means always victory.
It's a good mantra.
Yeah, so it's a mantra. It certainly is, and it's certainly been going very well for them, as we discussed in that pre-game. Immor's going for something aggressive. Posting up on that very common jump spot for the CTs. And talking of aggression, Nikadoz picks around the dark smoke. That looked so easy for him. We'll see it maybe from his POV. In the meantime, look at this. You're going to be so clear. No. Okay.
Good timing.
Well, thank goodness there was a couple of nail biters in this round, wasn't there? But Crims is really full sent the idea of taking this space away, and I kind of love it. Look at them. Eternal Fire is so boxed in right now.
I mean, their options are so limited. He's even got their mid-cross bridge side if he sticks around here.
He can leave.
He can do whatever he wants.
Why leave, though, with this much space? He's the early warning system for A. They're still jiggling just in case someone came around rugs, but I think at this point it's pretty clear that no one did. They would have shot Crims in the back.
Dude, if you're Eternal Fire, this feels super awkward right now. Like, your hands are tied here. You know, you are forced to play at the kind of whim and mercy of Fnatic in this round. They've somewhat dictated to you the site you're going to play into here by taking away all this real estate over towards A. You're left with nothing but this B hit, and that's why it's a little surprising that Fnatic is still only 2 strong here. Mezzi's still waiting around over in main while Crims is deep clearing rugs. This is costing them a few resources that could have been better placed over towards this B site.
Uh-oh, yeah, you're right, Harry. This could still spiral. Roy, with an opportunity to clearing, Jail goes wide and fumbles his opportunity. Suddenly, Eternal Fire have got legs, and they're running to the plant. Plenty of time, should go down, it's Crims. He started this round, and he will finish it. Finding himself a second frag, but it was round ending. Lovely aggression as well. I wonder if there was any particular cue that he worked off there, because he had such confidence about it. And previously, we've seen very caged. Didn't see perhaps an early dark smoke. Actually, he walked straight through one, didn't he? Nikadoz, let's see what he could see over this. Oh, loads.
Yeah,
loads.
he could barely be seen.
So there you go. There's an interesting counter to... Yeah, okay, perfect.
Right,
actually, I don't think Immor saw too much.
Yeah, that's a frustrating way to die. But a nice read that there would just be a default round that Major would be holding on his own outside the A site. Crims gets so much space. And look at this. What a change up for Eternal Fire. They are going to flash their way through. Crims is anti, but he's he's on a pistol. If only he wasn't fumbling with nades, he might have had a kill there. But Immor, he's used his frustration. He's doubled up into the B site, and that might just be the round.
And dude, this is the threat of Eternal Fire, right? It's like you can, in these slower rounds, you can try and find gaps. You can think that you have a read on the pacing and the tendencies, and then Magic just comes down the line with like a call like that, where it's like, okay, I'm going to set you up with a fast flash in through dark. We're going to completely change the pace of a round here. That is a much more up-tempo round, right? It's similar to when we saw them just run down the A side of the map, play it super fast and aggressive over there. If you remember catching Nikadoz over in main. And they do a similar thing with how they want to try and exploit some of this lower control that Crims has been holding on to and causing problems from. This was a really nice way to do it. And I think this is one of the kind of scary things about the Eternal Fire squad is how they are very, very keen to manipulate the pacing, to just change it up, seemingly from nowhere. You could see it blindsided Fnatic.
Yeah, the reason I love that call as well is it doesn't feel like that's a call you do on a rifle round, right? You use that dark smoke usually just to get control towards canals or to cross towards A without the CTs having info. And then often what we'll see is a set molly into there that pushes the CTs either out back into B or into you when you're waiting. Then you'll flash it. But to pop through the smoke instantly with 3 players in a gun round, that's like the last thing that you're ever going to expect as a CT. So it feels more like an eco strat, but it works so well. They get that first kill, they just steamroll out of control and take a 12, putting Fnatic in a precarious position where they've got to make amendments with the money, drop some guns.
Yeah, I mean,
they will be fine though.
That dark utility, I mean, one thing I'd say when you compare it to what the people watching at home will experience is if you don't have that lineup right, there can always be that little bit of a corner. You really need the efficient spread of the Molotov if you want to count on just the 2 nades to get that space. Nice chip damage. That's from the A side, and they are looking like they're going for more pace.
Exactly the same flash.
Crims. Oh, the same result! Double trouble! You said they don't do it, or you wouldn't expect to do it on guns. How about back-to-back gun rounds?
Fnatic expected it. They had 2 players there. They were both looking. Crims was in the right corner this time, but he still gets blinded, and there's not really many ways to counter that, you know? Like, don't play dark.
Don't be in there.
Don't play dark.
Or what about a 3rd player?
Yeah, actually, that's next round, Harry. That's next round. That's insane that they have the balls to call that again.
Yeah, and I love how the round looks identical in terms of like, you know, it's clear that once they get that kill, they actually have the protocols in place for like, okay, when we're playing this up-tempo round, you know, like who's clearing where am I going, what's the routing, what's the space we're taking. Emor followed the exact same trajectory and how he played that round. Once he gets the kill over towards Dark, he's immediately up on plat, clearing Glyph, taking space, applying that pressure, and just locking Fnatic out of it.
Here's the mega brain now. Does Crims see that dark smoke and immediately go through because the pace is clear? I think they're running knife out at the start of that as well. So if he went through, that could be one way in, but I doubt they're going to do it a 3rd time. No one would possibly do it again.
No, but this is Magic, right? Yeah, look at Crims. I mean, he's straight up. Okay, guys.
Right.
Now,
that's a chat virtual right there. Mic up.
Mic up.
No word, no comment. You know what
Mold
happened.
engaged.
And now we do change it. Yeah,
please don't.
You can see that there is already a discussion in the Fnatic camp. Let's see their approach.
I want to see what Fnatic are doing in dark right now, Rush, just to see how. Yeah, both looking into the wall. No one's got their eyes on it. And now Major just walks through. No. More of a standard dark take. Molly, Roy.
Good Molly.
Oh, Roy.
Perfect Molly.
Yeah.
Yikes. He's lucky to get away with that. That is unnecessary regress that leads to a bit of a problem on the Fnatic camp. They can go wherever they want, and it does look like the body of the Assault's heading on towards Mezzi's domain.
Good luck, lad.
Oh, all right. Good bit of damage on that spray and a lot of info from it. You know, he just saw 3 bodies on that mid-peak, so you know that their intentions have kind of changed here. They're looking for real estate elsewhere, but oh, Magic, you sneaky, cheeky devil, you. Look at him. He's crept out of dark, and whoo, Crims gets his revenge. That's a blinder, considering Magic's so deep in the site. Yes. 3 on 3.
Smoke Temple. Gachi gives Crims a bit of something to work with. Look at that. That's definitely a miss smoke. Crims suddenly has a little bit of an opportunity. Otherwise, he would have been locked out. Can line up his util and communicate with his squad. He got Mezzi flanking.
Maybe, but he's got to walk the entire way, and he's going to run out of time if he doesn't go right now. Centaur's still unknown about, but Mezzi should get this spot in a second. Free kill. Now you got to go. Action stations. In they go. Calix will swing. He will fall. Xfloud needs a clutch, but I've got my money on him right now. One quick kill. Low health on Crims, but he couldn't find that second shot. If he did, dancing behind the pillar, maybe there was hope, but not today. Fnatic, despite the disaster in dark in this half, they do pick up a round at the end.
Yeah, that was another 3v5 there, was it?
Yeah, it's actually super impressive that fnatic just won that round, man. Like, Mezzi with this peak in mid, this was lovely. It did two things. It wasn't just the info gain, because like it pulled everyone over towards middle for his team to try and stop that. But even more so, it just completely deterred Eternal Fire from that original plan. It kind of forced Major to be the guy to take the space, take the room over towards B. And then obviously Crims like nails him on that one opportunity that he gets. And then we have this retake come through. So I think Mezzi and Crims with some real hero moments in that round to make it happen.
Yeah, I think Mezzi repelling the immediate pivot, right? With 3v5 advantage, you've got 3 versus 1 on the A site. They come a knock in and Mezzi will take chunks out of 2 of you, will kill onto 1 of you and throw an awkward smoke that you don't really want to wait out. I mean, that's enough to channel them into what was eventually an incredible comeback from fnatic. 3 versus 5, flipped on its head. And now we do have a real second half to dig our teeth into.
Yeah. fnatic need to get more than 1 in a row, though, because they're still on the precipice of broken money, and they have yet to rack back-to-back rounds on their defense. Pockets of air, perhaps. Bubbles to breathe in. But right now, Eternal Fire trying to suffocate this B site yet again. They don't have dark control, but you know fnatic do. They've been paranoid. 2 players there. And there's Crims getting aggressive. I love the change. With his own smoke, he walks through it. But Eternal Fire just throwing a standard B exec. This is going to be hard to get through a triple B hold, but as I say that, Crims has just left the site.
He's vacated the site at the wrong time.
Right
They will be there in time as Nikodos misses the first.
He's back over in time. Nikodos holds the line. Crims is here, and Flash is also down in dark. But out of the picture now. Crims helps out. Xantares rapping, trying to deal with the site men, and he flushes them all out. It's just Roy left in the 1v3.
What is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? The bomb's going down, and this one, cooked for Roy. You just discussed it, Hugo. The ramifications of conceding here, not idyllic. Not really worth a look in, though. Imor's even got his cross out along, so back this one up. Stick a fork in it. It is done.
Although,
there's that part of his brain that's like, I really want to go for this. I'm already here. And well, there you go. That's why you don't listen to that part of it. Eternal Fire swing wide. They find him to close.
Also, well, let's guillotine Roy. He killed 2 of his teammates, I think. That, you know, you can't always trust a kill feed with a flash assist, but Nikodos was definitely blind on that swing out behind the site. And yeah, sometimes not knowing when the flash is popping is a disaster. It should be about now. We should see it. There it is. Yeah. Okay, no, well, actually, I'll forgive him. It wasn't that bad, but Nikodos was blind.
No, he was like about to do the dance, but it was more of like a light dab.
Yeah.
You know, it was just
a light dab.
Quick, cover your eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, funnily enough, A stack here for fnatic. We have not seen A since like that the 5th round of the half, where Eternal Fire bludgeoned their way in with an execute, and now they've just been splitting B, doing this dark stuff, taking middle. So it's a cool stack for fnatic, but I fear it may be fruitless.
I think the one thing that is a little cool about having the A stack like this is they have the flash on Nikodos, so we can flash them through A main if there isn't contact after a while, right? And that's actually a pretty strong flash position. To have the pistols go and swarm. Usually it's one guy waiting there.
Well, about that flash,
yeah,
Harry.
The flash has been naded out of the round, which isn't a good thing.
Here comes the whole squad.
Oh, guys, you're setting up to do the flash play, but you're getting wrapped through middle.
Yeah, they can just work their way back into main. You've got still one on Heaven, and well found. Roy actually makes the 5-7 work, and yeah, just one more for that P250. Mezzi does some good damage, but it's up to 15. Just as I was saying, we've got a game on our hands. I maybe counted my chickens a little prematurely there, because immediately after that bit of a fumble on that B site take, we are up to 15. That eco swallowed, and now fnatic need 4 consecutive on this defense. It feels like Madge is definitely calling a very good game. There's almost no hope for fnatic in finding 4 consecutive rounds, bearing in mind, as Hugo outlined, they've only managed to find 1 in consecutive fashion so far this half. It's no evidence to work off.
Is it even consecutive if it's 1? That's the philosophical question I'll leave you with. Unknown right now. We're getting all the definitions of words. Crims, again dead at dark, but took a deep peek.
I think it's
work.
It's the frustrations, you know?
Yeah.
Boiling over.
Nice
Perfect save. Madge has got him. He's got their number. Now they can just pause. As we know, Eternal Fire more than comfortable just to let the fights come to them when you've got such an advantage. You know the CTs have to make some sort of move, and here it comes. Just flirting with the mid-walk. Now, the perfect hold is from Immor, and he was already spotted. You know, he was on T-stairs, got that kill onto Krim, still sticking around, posted up Roy versus an Orb.
Oh, wow.
Good shot. No trade from Xantares. One back.
They trust in the system, they trust in the call. They don't want to force the fight. They're still patient in other positions. And this one's so hard to clear. From Mezzi's perspective, that is a horrible position. That is so hard to get that kill as a CT. So nice patience for Eternal Fire. They wait some more, and all the kills come to them. Not that one. Now they may as well hit this B site. They know, and so does Nikodos, who's taken that kill and immediately rotated as Eternal Fire creep their way in to close this map, to take their pick in this series.
Oh, but that's the bomb court crossing. Nikodos trying to give fnatic a chance. Nade does good damage. Spread between both players. Roy is also flanking, coming in with the backstab. xFlow needs to win this. If he does, it removes a lot of the pressure here. Roy. Ooh, that's a double fumble. You don't fumble twice and get away with it when you're up against xFlow. Now it's just Nikodos. And half the time ticked off this bomb already. He's up against the clock and the two enemies that lay before him. This shouldn't be a Nikodos round ever. Doesn't have a kit, has no way to force these fights, and there's xFlow to walk it over the line.
Easily done. Well played. Eternal Fire, it's their map for a reason. It's the most played map for them in the last 3 months, and they add another win to the tally. The team that won't stop playing, won't stop fragging, and is looking for another Malta mad week. They may be onto one. They take fnatic out on the first map, and we go, of course, to overpass fnatic's pick to see if they can recover in this series. That's up next, but first, the desk.